welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal, and it's right here on the network service of the NTA. And like we said earlier, we're also streaming live on YouTube at NTA Live. Today, it's all about your hobby, your creativity, and your wallet. At what point does your hobby, your creativity transform into a source of income? And that's what our conversation today is all about. When the show started, there was a beautiful song we listened to. He said, "Smile." And it got me and Thelma smiling throughout the beginning of the show. And we are still smiling. The person who brought that amazing rendition to us is no other than Honey Adum, a renowned and seasoned artist who has spent so many years of his life pursuing his passion. Let's see his profile. Mr. Honey! You're going to tell me why your name is Honey, but that's not now. I need to know why your name is Honey. And if you notice, I didn't ask you behind the scene or during the break. I need to know alongside Nigerians why you are Honey. Is it because you're fine? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Honey is not physical now. Honey is taste-wise.
But taste-wise, but if you're fine, you're Honey too now. I don't you understand?
No, honey is in the taste.
Apart from that,
like we tasted the music.
He
said we should smile. Well, welcome to Weekend Deal, honey.
Thank you very much.
You opened up very nicely today, and you asked us, alongside over 200 million people, to start the day with a beautiful smile. Well, we have our artist also in the house, and he's also renowned. He comes from Benue State, and he's been doing this creative things for quite a while. He is Chief Amedu Iklaga, a proud son of Benue. His profile is next.
Yes, let's see his profile.
The man with the paintbrush. And you know, he's also popularly known as Da Vinci.
Oh my God, a social activist, you know, well done.
Thank
well
you,
done.
thank you.
I mean, that thing came plain. It came really plain. And in my very before, I mean, there's no English like that. Before our very eyes, he's transforming this plain canvas into an amazing, amazing thing. I don't know, I'm just in colors.
Indeed.
It seems as though he's playing, but something is coming on.
And you do know that Chief Amedu's works have been shown all over the world.
Wow.
He's not only made his footprints felt in Nigeria, he's been in the Caribbean, different parts of Europe, America, Canada. So we have a doyen of creativity and artistry here in Weekend Deal. So welcome you.
Welcome to Weekend Deal. Yes, sir. It's at this point that we now go to Jos. They're going to be joining this conversation in a very special way and looking at photography, capture for keeps.
The art of photography and drawing is evolving remarkably in Jos, Plateau State. Freelance photographers are capturing moments that speak volumes, from stunning portraits that radiate personality to breathtaking wedding scenes that encapsulate love. These photographers wear many hats.
I am a photographer and a painter practicing in Jos Plateau State. Started photography about professionally more than 15 years ago. Decided to take it up as a business, to make it profitable.
Through sheer dedication and an eye for details, most photographers build professional portfolio that now attract clients.
There are different kinds of jobs. They take different amounts of time and skill sets. Okay, so if you're shooting a wedding, you need different skill set. If you're shooting a portrait, if it's a documentary, if it's a painting, so it all depends. I mean, it depends on the number of people want, how many frames do they need. All those come into play when it comes to charging clients, whether it's an individual, an organization, an NGO, government body, they all come into play.
Now, let's shift our focus to the visual artists of Jos, particularly those wielding pencils and charcoal. These artists blend tradition with innovation, offering live sketching sessions at events and selling personalized portraits.
Pattern basically is, I'm a pen artist, pen portraiture artist. I use pen as my medium of expression. And there are different styles of sketching that are out there, but mine is a bit dynamic because I mix them. So mine is kind of like scribbling, like this, and a little bit of hatching and cross-hatching just to highlight some areas of the work that I'm doing. And it's a very expressive kind of pattern because a pen is, to others, is not common. It's very difficult, let me say difficult to the normal person, but to an artist like myself, I've mastered my way around it.
I mostly paint landscapes, to be specific, mostly plateau landscapes, although I'm into some other types of arts, like mural. Aside from painting landscapes, I paint murals. I did the Secretariat Junction Bridge, the flyover. I painted that in 2019.
Social media isn't just helping these artists find clients. It's revolutionizing how creativity is monetized in different platforms like Instagram and Facebook.
Building a gallery is difficult. So when you go online, particularly I use Facebook, and from Facebook, people get to see what I've done, and by that, I get some commissions.
This is a commissioned portrait. It's a selfie taken by a couple, and they sent the picture to me. They wanted a pencil drawing, and how did I get this client? Through social media, by seeing other pieces that I had done.
Social media plays a big role because everything now is on social media. Everything is revolving towards social media. So it's not like before that. Even art galleries now have social media. It's not like before where you have to organize a group of people. They have to be there physically to see your work and stuff. But through social media and all that, anybody and everybody can see your work, can ask you questions, can make inquiries on your work and sell your work, get more creative aspects to your work through social media.
It's undeniable that photography and drawing are more than just creative outlets. They are becoming viable careers. The artists of Jos Plateau State are not simply capturing moments, but are etching their names in the fabric of a growing creative economy.
Loving you is mystical. Loving you is magical. Loving you's a full-time job, and I'm glad to do the work. Loving you's intentional. Some people say that it's irrational. Anything could have happened, but I'm glad it's you that happened to me. You're my colors in Eden. Even roses have thorns in their season. All of my thoughts and all my memories, they revolve around you. I can't imagine any life worth living if I ain't loving you. Even at all those times when I didn't feel I could handle you, I will keep loving you, 'cause it's the right thing to do. Love doesn't just happen, it's a choice that you make. It's a commitment to the fairy tale story and the time that you take. Your head is for thinking and your heart is for loving. So don't love with your head and please don't think with your heart. You're my colors in Eden. Even roses have thorns in their season. All of my thoughts and all my memories, they revolve around you. I can't imagine any life worth living if I ain't loving you. Even at all those times when I didn't feel I could handle you, I will keep loving you. It's the right thing to do. I will keep loving you, yeah, 'cause it's the right thing to do. You're my colors in Eden. Even roses have thorns in their season. All of my thoughts and all my memories, they revolve around you. I can't imagine any life worth living if I ain't loving you. Even at all those times when I didn't feel I could handle you, I will keep loving you. It's the right thing to do. I will keep loving you, 'cause it's the right thing to do. I will keep loving, loving, loving. It's the right thing to do.
I will keep loving you. We can deal. We'll keep loving you because it's the right thing to do. I mean, Thelma, anything would have happened to him, but he's happy.
Yes, Honey said, I'm happy that you happened to me.
Hey.
Nigeria, you are blessed today because Honey Adum is happening for all of us.
Yes. Yes.
What an amazing happening this Saturday. Honey, amazing, amazing. Even our guest who you are yet to meet was enthralled. She was smart. We're like, wow, this guy's getting to me. Nice one, Honey. You are watching Weekend Deal. Our focus today, as you've already heard, is creativity and the wallet. Your creativity and mine sometimes will embrace people in such a way that a show of love will get their hands to dip into their pockets or press their phones to reach out to their bank accounts to make your creativity sprout and become renowned, just like some artists we have here in the studio. But guess what? Let's introduce our next guest. She is Hajia Rekia Amedu, an agriculturist, an innovator, a philanthropist as well. She's wearing so many caps, but her profile will properly introduce her.
You're welcome to Weekend Deal. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me.
Good morning. So let me ask you a question. Today we're talking about your creativity and wallet, and I know that you're a woman who has done so many things. How were you able to make what you used to do that you enjoy begin to make money for you?
Yeah, thank you for having me. As you have seen, my name is Rekia Ibrahim Amedu. Coming from a challenging background, I told myself that I have to do something to make others have a better life than where I am coming from. I'm determined to ensure good opportunity happens to others around me. And I go all out to do so many things I learned from my mom.
Okay.
Ranging from agriculture to all that you have mentioned.
Okay.
I learned all this from my mother.
Okay.
An unlettered mother, but yet a deeply wise, spirited woman.
That's amazing.
So I can use agriculture as an example.
Okay.
I realize in our country that a lot of people believe that agriculture is a profession of people that wants to be dirty. And I want to prove it wrong. That anybody who wants the full wallet for himself or herself,
I like that, full
wallet,
I like that.
just go to the soil. Because from cultivation through all chain and value chain to processing of anything, cultivate what you want to eat, grow what you eat, and eat what you grow.
Yeah.
That is for yourself. The health of your family is defined from there. Then you make money.
I like the way she says it.
And you were very interested in philanthropy.
Yes.
You wanted to change lives.
That's
so you are
it.
utilizing your full wallet from agriculture to transform the lives of others.
Exactly.
How long have you been doing that? And how are you touching their lives? Are they coming to work in your farm? Or you open the wallet, you say, here, here, here?
No. I teach people how to fish instead of giving them just one.
Good one.
You just need to learn how to do it yourself. And you do more when I teach you how to do it yourself. I started since 2006.
Okay. Hajia is giving me all vibes, all kinds of inspiration right now. I mean, from agriculture to wallet and this.
This is Weekend Deal, your effervescent breakfast show. You see, I had to smile at Patience. As is this real? From Honey to Chief Amedu to Hajia Amedu.
Yes.
You know, Chief Amedu, that's his first name, and it's Hajia's second name. You know, it's an amazing collaboration we're having here, all artistically creative. And it's time to journey down to Lagos, the Center for Excellence, where one excellent doctor with great creative man who is renowned in Nigeria and abroad. Well, the expose now, see, I was just launching him and they put him there. Okay, we meet, greet, and make very welcome Dr. Shuaibu Hussaini. He's the CEO of the National Video and Census Board. Very familiar name, isn't it? Dr. Hussaini, would love to see you now.
A profile?
Yeah, I'm told that there's no profile.
Okay.
Hello, Doc.
Hey, good morning, sir.
Census Board. Very familiar name. Dr. Hussaini, would love to see you now.
A profile?
Yeah, I'm told that there's no profile.
Okay.
Hello, Doc.
Hey, good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone in the studio. The pleasure is really mine.
Okay. Okay, doctor, do you think, let me just go straight to it.
I'm happy to be in the studio. I'm in the studio live. Good morning.
Good morning.
The pleasure is really mine.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, doctor, do you think, let me just go straight to it.
I'm happy to be in the studio. I'm in the studio live. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you think, doctor, that Nigerians are profiting enough from their talents? Let's say we have so many people who can paint, who can sing, who are talented. Do you think we are making enough money, or even making money? Nigerians are making money from the talents that they have.
I think they are. I mean, it's just that the creative industry is not formalized enough for us to be able to be making declarations like the banks are declaring profit and every other business is declaring profit. So at individual levels, we're making money. I mean, you have a painter in the studio that you introduced earlier. I mean, he has traveled everywhere. He's selling works. The little clip that was made, somebody said he goes around commissioning and all that. Yes, they are making money as individuals, but we need to begin to see how, you know, these things can really translate into contributions to our GDP, you know, and all that. You know, if we have very structured, a very structured industry, you'll find that it is not just the practitioners themselves that are making the money, but they are also contributing to GDP by way of paying their taxes and so on and so forth. So individually, we are making money. I mean, I used to dance before, and I get paid. You know, I used to make some movies before, and I used to get paid from it, but it's at individual level. But we must see how this money is translating into something that we can actually point to, something that we can actually touch and declare as contributions from the creative industry.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shuaibu Theni. You know that many espoused, largely when you were made the Executive Director and CEO of the National Film and Video Censors Board, that it was indeed a round peg in a round hole. And when I got to see your antecedents, I said, yes, indeed. This is the right man for this amazing job. We're talking so much about the wallet, you know, and then see you sitting at the helm of the Film and Video Censors Board. Many have said that the GDP coming from our movies is humongous. And the Nollywoodans have also argued largely that they are making great impact. So who's smiling to the bank? Is it the Hollywoodans, the actors and the producers and the directors, or indeed Nigeria is benefiting and our wallet, our economic wallet, is getting larger and larger? Tell us about that.
The filmmakers on their own will be making money. The distributors, those who handle, who ensure that these movies get to the right prospects, will be making money too. The exhibitors will be making money too. Government too, in some way, make money back from, you know, the films, because when you go to the theater to exhibit, government gets some kind of entertainment tax, you pay some entertainment tax and so on. And then when you make these productions, you employ a lot of people, and so this, they are well, I mean, even the caterers who come on your set to work, you know, you like the Hajia who was here, talked about wallet, you know, your wallet getting fat and so on. So everybody down the chain, from the actors, the actresses, from the camera people, from those behind the camera, from even the printers, even those who make, you know, those who make the CDs. At the time CDs were, you know, the common things and the rest. So this monies trickle down. The fact that the thing that we must know about the creative industry, particularly film, is that it creates job, and then it puts, you know, monies into people's hands. I mean, there are a lot of people today who can afford, you know, who can afford the basic means of life because they are practitioners in the film industry. So it puts money on everyone across board, up to government. But what we are saying is that it can get better if we are well structured, if we take care of the business aspect of the industry, so that, you know, these monies can not just be in the hands of people, but these monies can be in a place where you can find them so that they can be used for the development of the industry. That's the point that we have been making, and we are trying to make sure that we get done.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a question that I've always thought. I know you're one of the best dancers I know. You danced. Okay, you danced. I'll ask you, do you still dance? And how are dancers, enjoying this creative industry? Are they being carried along? Because you are a dancer. So answer me, can you still dance like the Seni we used to know? Tell us about that.
I still dance. You know, they normally say once a dancer, always a dancer. Don't mind my frame now. I don't mind the fact that the administrative part of the creative industry has taken over me, but I still dance. If I have an opportunity to put a dance piece together, I still find time. Don't forget that my last place of work before this appointment by Mr. President was at the National Troupe of Nigeria, and I was the head of dance actually there at the National Troupe of Nigeria. So I still dance. But the state of the Nigerian dancer, it's something that we really need to sit down and look at. You know, they are doing well, you know, but they are still seen as, you know, like each time you have a production, they are the ones that, like, they are appendages to the main theater production and the rest of them. We need to see them as you know, we need to see them we need to see dance as a profession. And indeed, it's a profession. I mean, you have known me for back then. There are people who are dancers, they are members of the National Troupe, they are members of the different state arts councils. We need to see it as a profession, and we need to pay them what they are expected to be paid, and not look down upon. There was a time, you know, when you don't even allow your kids to play football, but now they're encouraging everyone to do. There was a time when, I mean, when we started and we were dancing and our parents were saying, what are we doing? But, I mean, to the glory of God, today we are all dancing and they are happy that we are dancing and making money from it. So we need to do more. We need to train them. We need to empower them, you know, and then we need to make sure that their take-home actually takes them home. Dance should not just be seen as just anything that anyone can do. You know, dance is a profession. There's an art to dance. There's a science to dance. You know, the art, there is the creativity. The science is that you must do it within time and within space. So some people may stand up and say they can dance, but honestly, not everybody can dance, because we know what dance is. You know, you must dance to rhythm. You must dance within space and within time. Once you see somebody who can do dance within time, within space, and within rhythm, not just shaking your body and the rest. No, dance is a profession, and we must see it as one. And I'm happy that, you know, with the focus, you know, of the new artistic director of the National Troupe, she's really positioning the National Troupe of Nigeria and positioning dance itself as a profession. And I'm hoping and I'm praying that it trickles down the line. Dance is a profession, and I'm happy to have done it to the level that I took it to before I got into administration.
Thank you so much.
Indeed.
Thank you so much.
Indeed. That's so great to know. I'm sure later we'll get to see some of the styles, some moves, but that will not be for the show, perhaps. There's a reason why there's censors in that title, that corporation, the National Film and Video Censors Board. Okay. We are told I will be joining Dr. Hussaini later in the show. But during that intermission in Lagos, we saw what Dr. Amedu was doing. And it's hard to believe that when we came here today, that board was empty. Nothing was now it. I'm seeing an entire island taking roots, getting birth there. Are you surprised that he's renowned locally and internationally?
Honestly, I mean, that speaks for itself. It's amazing to see art come to life. It's always amazing to see whatever form of art come to life. Mr. Medu, we want to ask you one or two questions. When you started painting, did you think you were going to go global? Did you think that you're going to make money out of it? Or was it just something you did because you liked? Or what was your inspiration? How did you even start?
I found myself doing art right from primary school, I think. We generally, I think a lot of us were into art. But unfortunately, after entering into secondary school, maybe 90 or 98% of the secondary schools then don't offer fine art as a course. So most of my friends that were also talented dropped out. I started from Wesley High School, Otukbo, just one, and there was no fine art as a subject in the school because they didn't have a fine art teacher. So I had to, not because of that, but circumstances. I moved to Government College, Makurdi, and I was fortunate. And I found that there was a fine art as a department. So I started there. Unfortunately for me, I got, after my junior WAEC, I was put in the commercial class. The commercial class does not offer fine art. But a friend of mine came and said, you can come and do fine art too. There's one Visaga Peruma. He's actually from Sri Lanka. Very nice man. So he told me that a science student offers fine art in the art department. I can come and join them. So I went. Thank God for Tengu Ayanga, a team friend. So I went there and the man set some things for me to draw, like a test, and I passed. And from that moment I started. Wow. After school, I went to book club. That's Benue State Polytechnic, because it was renowned for their art. I went there, studied fine art. From there, I went for my higher HND, that's a higher national diploma. I majored in painting, and so I am here. But it wasn't driven out of passion for money, because we didn't really, as a child, unfortunately then, I don't know of now, we didn't have proper guidance and counselors that would tell us what career you now make money or not make money. We're just trying to discover ourselves on our own, some driven by passion. Some people were even given fine art because they didn't have the course of their dream. They were pushed into it. I have a friend, and he's doing better. He's doing better than some.
Nice.
So thank God. From the art, we are now putting 2 and 2 together, and we thank God for everything.
Sometimes that 2 and 2 can be 5 and 6, or even 10 plus 10. Exactly. And then wallets are smiling. We do know what people pay for art, locally and internationally. Yes. And when you're good, you're good.
You're good. You're good.
When you're good, you're good. You work fast, you earn, it comes.
It comes.
Well, we're told that Christy is ready. Christy's ready to waltz into the conversation now. Okay. And she has a package, The Art of Recycling for Profit. Christy, that sounds quite unique. Tell us more, please.
From waste to wealth may well be a cliche. But the truth is, it is real. Almost everything around us that we trash can actually take us to the bank with broad smiles. Recycling waste and other materials that ordinarily are condemned richly creates employment opportunities for young people. The loads of plastic bottles, papers, metals, and even textiles, amongst others, are potential wealth untapped.
Everything starts from the mind. Whatever you want to do, you can do it, but it starts from how you see it. If people see waste as something that can be transformed into wealth, it you'll be moved, you'll be pushed, you'll be motivated to want to transform anything in your immediate surroundings, anything you can identify as waste into something of value. I will always say you have to start with your mind, your mindset. It's the only thing that can give you the can-do motivation or the can-do spirit that you need to venture into the circular economy.
Waste management is an important part of society. Recycling waste unlocks the value of refuse and boosts the local economy. In Nigeria, waste products are still a problem, but many companies and individuals are beginning to fix this, recycling waste into finished products for everyday use.
A lot of people have started looking into the green and the circular space. A lot of companies have started springing up here and there, trying to make the environment cleaner, and thereby which has really helped the economic growth of the country, even though it might be not as much as we hope for right now. But I know in the next 5 to 10 years that it would be one for the books.
With environmental pollution culture on the high, recycling has become a hope for a sustainable future. Today, the recycling business turns out to be one of the most creative business with high returns.
To create something fashionable, and can also be used for on a runway. You can use it to describe the kind of fashion we do.
Okay.
So, and the cap also is made out of pure water sachet.
This is made out of pure water sachet?
Yes, it is. As you can see.
That's wonderful.
Of course.
It looks good on me, right?
Yes, of course it does.
Wow.
Starting a recycling business is simple, yet most profitable. There are several other gains within recycling. As it saves resources, prevents pollution, supports public health, creates job opportunities, and opens new markets for businesses to expand.
You have a neater environment. There's less waste in your surroundings. As typical Nigerians, you can go into the environment and see waste in the drainage, gutters are blocked. That's reducing waste alone cuts down that part. You barely see any waste in drainage pipes. Thereby, there's no flooding in some certain areas. So it has a huge global impact to play. It has an economic impact to play as well, because you can turn waste into something that can create money, thereby, would I say, reducing poverty, or thereby creating another source of income for people.
Recycling is not merely a choice. It is a need for all society. It is a lucrative business for a sustainable future. So, let's imbibe the habits of assembling disposable products and recycle them into useful materials.
Wow. Wow.
That was a pure water sachet.
On
they
that
used to
dress.
trim that dress.
Okay. I mean, let's continue to
bespoke fashion.
Bespoke, amazingly. Let's continue to turn our waste into wealth. I mean, it's the way to go. Okay, so our conversation here continues. In the studio here, there's magic going on. From Chief Amedu to the honey. Yeah, a whole lot is going on here. I'm about to wrap up.
Patience, why did your voice... Wait, just hold on, Patience. When you called honey, it wasn't the same tone you used for Chief Amedu, and then when you came to honey, you changed your tone.
I'm going to say Chief Amedu said thank you.
Thank you, not for you.
Amedu. Okay, let me go for Chief Amedu. Chief Amedu. Is that the same tone?
You are getting there.
No, if your name is Honey, that's why I told him that his name is a setup. Because I don't even know how you're going to call that name without sounding it.
No, see how you call it, honey.
Honey. No, you even sound...
This is professional, honey.
Okay, the other one is what?
Honey.
The honey and the bed. Okay, so let's continue our conversation here. And Hajia, we know you for a very creative human being. You do a whole lot. And I know that one thing that Nigerians do, whether low-key or somehow, is braiding. I know you braid. How did you learn braiding? And how did that even begin to bring in money?
Thank you very much. What I can say about braiding is an act learned from home, but from being ordinary, I translated it into source of money by creating, organizing girls into groups, teaching them how to braid. Then we now form what they call salon today. We started when it has no name. There was no name for it. We were just in group trying to braid ourselves hair. I attended the government girls college.
You braid for me, I braid for you.
I braid for you, you braid for me. That's what we were doing. So the best among us became the teacher, and I was the best. So I was leading the group, teaching them how to do the weaving, the two-hand, as we call it in my place. What do you call it in your place? Two-hand.
Abepa now, abepa. I'm an Idoma woman, abepa.
Okay, this time. So that is why I came with my daughter to demonstrate what I'm talking about. You know, so in that category, we were able to impact ourselves within the group while we're in the school studying what we want to become. We're equally planning a second source of income, which we could easily bounce on this particular art, and we agreed. A lot of us, in all honesty, wherever we are, including one of us in Canada, is braiding to today as a business. He's a medical doctor. There's a renowned agriculturist in Canada from Nigeria, from this particular group of mine. We were 17 braiding hair.
But you know that they pay a lot for
Yeah.
braid. Even white people now, the Caucasians, want to braid their hair.
It's even fancy. It's a fashion.
Cornrows,
So
I think. I mean, look at honey. We'll go back to honey. Honey's hair is braided.
They look at it as an extraordinary thing. How do you learn it? Where do you get it from? You know, you can't get that in the class.
And if she's teaching somebody over there they'll pay her.
Yeah. Exactly.
She makes for you, you pay. She teaches people like she learned under you, they pay.
That is what is happening. And it's global. It's in France, that particular group of 17 will spread across the globe today. There's somebody in France, another in UK, in Canada, in Trinidad and Tobago. So we braid, we not join them, now name it a salon, because they have given it a name. But when we started, there was no name, just helping each other.
Just briefly, you know, different hairstyles have come on board. Creative hairstyles. We have even borrowed from some other countries and incorporated into our style. Are you bringing that to bear with your customers, your clients? And is your daughter taking after you?
In fact, not only my daughter, my siblings' daughter, every person around me. I try to impact almost every person because I know when I do, it's cascading and it translates into bringing goodness to our wallet, contributing to our nation, the total GDP of our country. We want to make impact there from breeding, in fact, not only breeding. I can tell you about what they call the chef. Are the ones we recognize are cooks now, but we started catering from home. We bake all manner, bake anything that you want. Is it birthday cake? Is it a pastry? All kinds. So if you take me to Chicken Republic, I think I can challenge them.
Let's do this.
I like your zeal. I like your tenacity. And I know that the journey, there must have been opportunities as well as challenges, but you are smiling all the way. And we'll talk about a few of the challenges that upcoming people may face as they journey down some paths that you may have taken in the past. But let me quickly ask Honey this before Patience takes us to Lagos. Honey, you're doing something that's quite creative, and we're focused today about creativity and the wallet. Beyond the fact that Hajia Amedu was taken in by the rose in the smile, and Patience falling in love with the word honey all of a sudden, and I know she's not putting honey in her tea, you know. Tell us about the financial side of it.
Yes.
Because some people just pursue passion. They're not thinking money. By the time you wake up and say, this must feed my family and I. So how are you smiling to the bank, and how are you able to innovate to the extent that you can always be sure that my wallet will smile as long as my passion continues uninterrupted?
For me, I count myself one of the lucky ones, because it's not every time that you are lucky enough to find your passion being able to translate into tangibility. So usually, it will usually start as a passion. But the skill therein is being able to translate that passion into some sort of a solution, which is where I think a lot of creatives miss it. If you can't take your creativity and find a problem to solve, then that translation becomes difficult. Like Hajia was saying, we're Africans. Our hair is our heritage, right? You have to keep the hair somehow. So it means that if you know how to style hair, you are creating a solution to a problem. Nobody pays you for not doing anything. So the point is, you must find the solution that your passion can become, and that translates into money. So talking from a musical point of view, there's two sides of music. We have recording artists, we have performing artists. I happen to be a performing artist. Our crowd is not as large as the recording artists, but we are able to gather our own crowd who are attuned to our own sound, and we cater to that crowd. And because of that catering, yes, it does translate into some monetary value. And
I was going to say, honey,
honey,
this talk, this long, this twist and turn, take us to the bank. Is it Bank of Nigeria?
But I have to tell you how it got to the bank. The process.
It was quite interesting. And I saw Patience nodding. The honey. Kai, she didn't even wait for the wallet to the creativity and the honey.
Honey without money. I'm rhyming. I'm vibing. Honey without money. It leads to hunger.
Even Hajia Amedu was taken in by the rose in the song.
Exactly.
And the smile. She didn't hear the first song, but because she heard the rose in the second one, she was already smiling, answering the call for the first one.
And I must say, your songs are amazing.
Thank
they
you.
are so original. You know, I love love. And so when you sing about love, you have me. You have me in your corner.
Oh, I have one more for you.
You have one more.
Please, you guys will have 200 million Nigerians, please.
I am among the 200 Nigerians. You know.
At least you are one and others.
Yes, and I know his beautiful wife is smiling and there. Oh, madam, hi. I mean, we have him now. After the show, you can take him. Right now, I got the honey. Okay, let's go back to Lagos to Dr. Shuaibu. Sir, we all know that a lot of talent in Nigeria. Let me even use where you come from, the dance sector. Maybe there's a young dancer there who is so good, and he does not even know how to translate his talent into something good for his pocket, to his wallet. What do you advise that person to do? What should he do?
I think he should join a dance group, and then he can also find a mentor, get somebody who can serve as his mentor and probably his manager, especially if he's a solo artist. But if he's not a solo artist and he's a dancer, he should find a very good group to join. And once he gets into that group, he must make sure that, he aligns himself with, what the group stands for and all that, and then work with the group, get trained. A lot of us, the problem we have, a lot of us, is that we just think that because we have the talent, we just get out there and then we begin to dance, and then we are not mentored by anyone. We don't have a professional manager who can go around and make sure that we get the good deal, we get the good show, especially if you're a solo artist. Even the groups, they need professional management, because you can't dance and begin to look for those jobs by yourself. You need someone who can manage you professionally. So if you're a young dancer and you have the talent, you need to hone that your talent. And by honing that your talent, you need to get trained. And the best way now for you to get trained without getting to a formal school is to find a professionally run group to join. And then when you join that group, from there, something may something will definitely come out from there. A lot of us started, we joined groups. I mean, you know about the famous Ebony dance theater and all that. So you need to get somewhere, hone your talent, get your skills sharpened, and then from there you begin to grow. Probably you get an invitation to the highest level, which is the National Troupe of Nigeria. You get some kind of 9-to-5 job at the state arts councils and the rest. But there are a number of professional groups now that are performing, you know, from shows to shows. So you are sure that once you join a group and you are performing, something will get into your wallet, since all we're talking about today is making sure that something gets into a wallet.
Began over 4 decades ago. Hajia and her group of 16 friends. Today, each one is taking those talents beyond our shores and also passing it on from generation to generation. Well, good one. Your messages are ready. A little bird whispered to us that Dr. Hussaini had a special event planned.
Oh, okay.
And I was wondering how his role as a mentor, because no doubt you have been a mentor to many. How will your role as mentor, executive director, CEO of the National Film and Video Censors Board come into play as you put together this amazing event? Or did the bird give us, is it a rumor? Is it confirmed? Is that bird speaking truth?
I'm sure the bird must have been telling you about our plan to host the Nigerian Indigenous Language Film Showcase. It's a showcase that we conceived to encourage the production of films in our indigenous languages. There are a lot of people who are working, you know, not in the mainstream, not in the city centers, who are producing films in Igala, in Tiv language, in Fufude, and all that, and we thought that we should encourage them. We thought that beyond just making those films and taking the DVDs around to churches, to places to sell, where we should give them a platform to showcase these films and see whether with also the partnership of the NTA, they can get wider distribution. So beyond that too, we found that a lot of people think that the only languages that we can make films in are in Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. So for us, we are saying that, look, don't make any film, even if you have to make a film in Igbo, make it in Wawa language. You know, there's a Wawa part of the Igbo language. We want to see films made in that kind of language. We don't want to just think that, oh, it's only Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. And, you know, when Nigeria was declared second largest film producing society in the world by UNESCO in 2006, it was because of the volume of movies we were doing in our indigenous languages. We had films in Ishekiri, films in Kanuri and all that, but all that has dropped now. So we want to encourage young people to make films in those languages so that those languages do not just go extinct. We just want to make sure that we get them out from, you know, the different from Kebbi, from Ebonyi, from everywhere they are. They should come out, make films, showcase them, and then we see how we can encourage them by providing them prize monies and providing them equipment to continue to make films. We want to hear those languages. I'll be very happy to see a film, for instance, shown on the largest television network, NTA, and the film is in Kanuri and it's not in Hausa. I want to see a film, you know, made from the north, even from the southwest, and the film is in Egun, not in Yoruba. So we want to encourage young people, and from there, you don't know what will happen. You know, we'll just have one young person giving us a film that will make the best international film category of the Oscars. Don't forget that for that entry, you need a film in your indigenous language. And so we're hoping that from that showcase, we'll be able to get someone who will put our name on the Oscar map, and that way too, he will get some monies into his wallet.
Honestly, this is ingenious. I can't even say it more. I'm watching and I'm thinking this is ingenious, because not only with that maybe put us on the Oscar map, like you said, but Some languages, you just call some languages, honestly, I'm ashamed to say I didn't know those languages.
It will also revive this our mother tongue.
Yes.
Because nowadays, many of our young children, you know, they show no interest. And if they have nice storytelling on television that has good pictures, good audio, many of our young ones will gravitate and enjoy.
Okay. So somebody said a question and say, he said, what does the Nigerian Census Board actually do? It's a question for you, sir. So Nigerians want to know what you actually do. So you can go ahead with that. Know what you actually do.
The Film and Video Census Board was formally established. It has been in existence since the colonial era, but it was formally established in 1994 to classify films, you know, not like in the, I don't like to use the word censor, because globally now we have moved from censorship to classification, but to classify film, to make sure that what you consume, what the media consume, you know, I mean, what the audience consume, you know, is right for the category of people who are watching. For instance, if you have a film and you send it to the Census Board and we rate it 18, for instance, then it means that only those who are from 18 and above can watch that kind of content. Beyond that, too, we are in charge of regulating distribution.
Oh, I think we lost signal over there, but thank you, Dr. Shuaibu Hussaini, Executive Director and Chief Executive Officer, the National Film and Video Census Board, and an acculturated and highly renowned and celebrated dancer who has been quite a mentor to many. It's been an honor having this chat with you on Weekend Deal. Thank you so much. Now, let's invite our friends in Sokoto. They have been out on the streets. We know something we often say is street art. We see it in movies. We even have siblings who began their journey in creativity from the streets. And today, just like Dr. Amedu, they are known globally. Sokoto's been doing some research on that. Sokoto, please, wade in. What did you find?
Behind every colorful stage, every swirl of henna, and every painted smile, there is an artist turning passion into profit. Welcome to the world where art meets daily life and creativity meets business. Meet Hussaini, a young Arabic calligrapher who decorates homes, schools, and wedding halls across Sokoto. He started by lettering a single verse on his father's sitting room wall. Soon, neighbors asked for theirs, and now what was once weekend practice is a steady side business. In every brushstroke, Hussaini blends faith, culture, and design, creating pieces that speak silently from every wall.
So for Ayatul Kursiyu, it takes around 6 to 7 hours for me to finish, but it depends on the size because sometimes I can even do it in 4 hours, 5 hours, and it can even take me to 1 week. It depends on the size. But with time, I think for now in Nigeria, in Arewa, we have so many calligraphers, and I'm very sure with time, they should not give up and they should continue, and they should have that feeling that one day I will make it, and don't look at the money because you cannot get it in the beginning, but I'm very sure you'll get it after. My advice is if you are a calligrapher, an Arabic calligrapher, English calligrapher, or poet, don't give up. You can do it. Make yourself proud and make your parents proud as well. And push harder.
Art isn't only on walls or skin. Look closer at children's parties and fashion shoots. You'll find another creative artist, a face and body painter. What started at school fun fair now brings her weekend income and social media followers. It's a new kind of creative hustle in Sokoto. Youthful, playful, but built on real skill and dedication. Beyond the artists themselves, these creative services shape how we celebrate, decorate, and express identity.
We live in a society, and I know today, salary can no longer sustain you. And You just have to diversify out different sources of income. No matter what is coming, no matter how small it is, it will go a long way to solve one or two problems because you're solving problem for people and they're paying you in return. So no matter what comes out of it is something. I do fabric painting and I also do face painting. I will draw the marks. I will just move flower. I will write Arabic scripture. The little words I know, and I so that I will just do it on their face like sometimes I think Salah. I will just do crescent and move. So that was that. I said from there.
It's gift baskets, floral arches, digital invites. They are more than props. They are memory makers, conversation starters, and sometimes the first glimpse guests see of a family's joy and taste. And behind every design is someone who dares to share their gift.
I always ask my clients, what's your favorite color? Or what message do you want this gift to send? I use that information to create something that fits their feelings and visions. Colors are emotions. They tell stories. So I make sure the packaging reflects that person's unique taste. Props and baskets are not just decoration. They add beauty, elegance, and a personal touch to the whole event. They create a mood, image, and birthday, a proposal or a wedding with well-designed package, flowers or bright bags. It makes the events feel more thought and complete.
In a city rooted in history, young creatives are proving that tradition and modern hustle can work hand in hand. From henna at weddings to calligraphy on classroom walls, face painting at birthdays to hand creative props, Sokoto artists remind us that creativity isn't a luxury. It is culture, it is community, and sometimes it's the start of a business that colors life far beyond the weekends.
Okay, Sule is here. Sule, USB, Sule.
Thelma.
Patience, call this.
You
know this love has been.
No. You don't get it. You don't get it. The comment.
No. Let me talk a bit. I want to hear this one. This is quite interesting. I called your name, and the next thing I hear is Thelma.
Thelma to
I have never had
Patience.
any issue, but don't come and start.
Thelma, then Patience. But it's one and the same. I look at you as peace and love.
Oh.
And these are two things that you cannot do away when you talk about building a nation.
My heart is melting.
Now, I'm just curious because, okay, Aja is back.
Aja, welcome.
Aja, please sit.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys have been having this conversation, and I'm just curious, you know, with this
Honey.
guy. I've been listening
Call
to
his
Honey.
name, Honey.
I've been listening to him, and I can't help but to get this vibe of Voice to Men,
Yes,
you know, Maurice Wanyan, Sean Stockman. You know, that's the vibe he gives me. And then I'm just curious, for over 10 years, Honey, you've been in Lagos, and then you only just moved to Abuja. I thought it's the other way around if you want to really make it big time in music.
Okay, so interestingly, the point is, if we all move to Lagos, then what happens to the rest of the country?
Thank you.
I did spend a good chunk of time in Lagos, but then I realized that there's a vacuum, and we are unconsciously creating that vacuum by all gravitating to one direction. Yeah. So what happens is when everybody moves there is space where everybody left.
Amazing.
So,
and
you know, he
move
spoke
the
earlier
money
about
too.
filling a gap.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he came back to close a gap and make Hadi Amidu very excited today.
And then,
me too.
Honey, again, are you able to?
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it. Go ahead.
Did the money move along with, you know, coming back to Abuja as well?
Funny enough, I think I have found more of my crowd in Abuja than in Lagos.
Amazing, amazing.
I like that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so before we Sule does this thing, Chief Amedu, just like a little bird told Thelma that Dr. Shuaibu has an event somewhere. I don't know that there's something you do every year. There are birds all over this place today. I know there's something you do every 28th and something very nice. It includes children going back to how we used to play. Talk about it a little bit. And Echija, talk about it a little bit.
We have Echija Cultural Festival that happens in Otukpo every 27th and 28th December. The idea is for us to retrace our steps, go back to our roots and promote our culture. During the event, like on the 27th, which we tagged Old School Picnic, we relive our childhood memory by going back in time, play the kind of play that we used to do, 10-10 way, different kind of games. Then the 28th is the Cultural Day proper, where we have the road procession. We have people from all parts of Idoma, not just limited only to the Idoma people, but our friends, visitors, the Tiv community, the Yoruba community, Hausa community, Igbo community, every community in Idoma land are also expected to come and showcase their culture as part of our unity, love, and prosperity that we try to promote in culture. And it has nothing to do with our religious belief. You can be whatever you want to be, but know that you are from somewhere. So we celebrate our culture every day. This is part of the Echija brand. That day people come out en masse and we celebrate. We just drop politics, drop division, drop everything that divides us, and just have fun, even if it's for one day.
Nigerian. Indeed, nice one. It's like creative ideas all the way, you know, from Dr. Shuaibu and then on to you. Well, I'm told that we should quickly touch base with Godwin for Sports Summit. Godwin is talking with Aisha Folade, and she's reaching us from Morocco. You know what's happening today? It's the super Falcons. They are hoping to get it for the 12th time. Can they do it? Well, Godwin, take us to your conversation you had with Aisha Folade and let's know more about the preparations for the tight match today.
To the captain. And she has squeezed it under the body up against the very same opponent. She goes the same way. It's just moments later she curled over the bar. And then to an injury time, a lengthy.
Number 10 looks so good with the Super Falcons of Nigeria. And the battle is today, later today by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. And we have someone, an Amazon. We call her Mama Sport. Aisha Folade is right there with the guest. She'll be telling us what you need to know before that game later today. My name is Godwin A. Nakana. It is Sports Summit on Weekend Deal.
You know Total Football. Fast, fluid, and game-changing. Experience Total Betting with the Live Score Bet app. Scores and stats play alongside great odds and a sleek bet builder. Or switch your play with our Aviator and slot games. With Halftime Heroes, a 250 ACA bonus, and fast payouts, winning big has never been easier. Now, to win big, everything in your hand.
Welcome back. I did say we have Mama Sport, Aisha Folade, former chairperson of the Women's League in Nigeria, and of course, an executive member, Nigerian Football Federation. Good morning to you, Mama Sport. Thank you for joining us all the way from Morocco. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me. It's so good to be here. It's so good to be talking to Nigerians on the eve of what has been termed to be the dream final.
A lot of persons are saying it is coming home. Number 10 is coming home. The Super Falcons of Nigeria. We have every reason to celebrate today. Do you agree with me?
The girls know that they are big players in that squad, the Nigerian squad. Just as Morocco is going to throw everything at us because we have depth in our squad, because we have players with experience, because we know that we have never lost a WAFCON title back-to-back. Each time we lost it, we get it back in the following edition. The records are in our favor, history now is in our favor, and now you have the girls who are so psyched up and ready to go and give Nigerians that trophy.
Excellent. Now, how do we guard against complacency? That's what is running in my head right now.
I don't think we should be that worried. If anything, we should have the confidence so that we can have these girls push through. The only thing that we should worry about is how that stadium is going to be filled.
I want to make you a prophet, Aisha Falode. I'm seeing penalty shootout. Do you want penalty shootout?
No, Godwin. This game will end in regulation time. This final, it will be a dream final. The ambience will be right for our girls. The atmosphere will be right for them. They are big players. Remember, we've played in every big stage of women's football at the global level. We have played hosts in 2 World Cups, both in France and in Australia. So we are used to big stage competition. We are used to big stage performance, and that will play in our favor. I will not tell you the scoreline, but I know that the margin will not be marginal.
Mama Sport Aisha Falode, thank you so very much for being part of the show this morning.
Thank you for having me, and thank you to all Nigerians for supporting the Super Falcons.
Fly your way to victory with Jet Naija. Enjoy instant winnings when you play Jet Naija at any Bet Naija retail outlet. Just walk into any Bet Naija shop and be part of the action. The fun is real. The winnings are massive. Jet Naija is available in all Bet Naija retail outlets nationwide. Not for persons under the age of 18. Bet responsibly.
Yes, that's Mama Sport Aisha Falode, sports aficionado, a sport journalist turned sport administrator, talking to us all the way from Morocco. Don't forget, it is Nigeria against Morocco. It's the Nations Cup for the women. Let's wish them all the very best. My name is Godwin Enakina. Don't forget, I always say, keep praying for Nigeria. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Godwin. We wish Nigeria all the best. We're all glued and cheering. We are Team Nigeria, whether we like it or not, and we love Nigeria. So let's do this. Okay, back to our conversation. We'll be talking to Hajia now. And I know that we've said so many things about the things you do, but I know that you have an agricultural part. Quickly tell us, because Sule is standing by, so quickly tell us, how has agriculture, given the wide range of value chain of agriculture, how have you benefited? How have you turned your passion into a smiling wallet?
Thank you very much. Ordinarily, if you want to make money, you have to be creative. And if you must be creative, the easiest part is agriculture.
Okay.
Why do I say so? So much to do in agriculture. It's not just about one thing, as you are aware, through all value chain.
Yes, so.
From cultivation to livestock to processing. So you create jobs from all levels. Now the agriculture by itself, I want to pick the cultivation aspect, for instance. If you want to like my sister mentioned a while ago, that she can cultivate within her compound or on the cement. It's possible. Actually possible. I have trained over 1,000 persons in Abuja here how to cultivate on their concrete compound. Yeah. So I train people how to get their food themselves. You make money, you create your own food. Don't need to buy anything. Just save your salary. Your tomatoes, your onions, your pepper, your potatoes, your yams, rice, right in your compound, on concrete. So all you just need to have is go to a depot where you can get empty bags of cement. Then get sand into them. As soon as you fill your sands in the sack, make sure you treat the sands with your manure, then stock them in your sacks and plant whatever you need. You get them as done better than even the field.
Way to go.
Let's go there.
Let's go there, Hajia. I am following you.
I sense that we can do
and
well with that
mushroom
method.
is another thing. You make money, you create health, you create jobs. Mushroom. From simple waste of the byproduct of
I
your
am
farm.
loving Hajia. I'm loving you. Oh yeah, so take us away. What's going on with your papers?
She said there's a lot going on in the agri space. And of course, let's just start with the Blue Print Weekend. Just below the masthead, we have the unforgettable hero, per Sunday awani. Now, falling food prices in line with what you've been discussing with Haja in respect of the agri sector. Nigerians relieved as middlemen others count losses. Tinubu's reform tariff waivers reason for drop in food prices, says the expert. There is gradual relief for struggling households. Details, says Nigerians. Details of that can be found on pages 8 and 9. Now, Tinubu meets Genco's chairs, pledges to resolve long-standing claims. Details of that on page 8. Now, below this, we have something. We have a lot of people from Benue in the studio today, and this concerns you all. It says, understanding the mystery behind thieves' obsession with bush meat. Our artists in the house, I'm looking at you and I'm wondering what's likely going to be. Chief, what are your thoughts?
I think we all love meat.
Yes.
It's not limited only to the Benue people. Just depends on your choice. So the idea of limiting it to Benue, Tiv, or Idoma, I'm an Idoma by tribe, and we also love bushmeat. So, but we know that the thieves are more particular about meat. It's part of their culture, and we feel it's good. I think what we really need now is education on how to properly maybe process these meats or grow them as well before they go extinct.
Especially when you talk about zoonotic diseases as well, which are very injurious to the human consumption. Now, to Leadership Weekend, just above the mass here, we have Falcons face Morocco in Women AFCON final. $1 million prize money. I know, Thelma.
I'm lacing my boots. So I should took my socks.
Oh, no, I didn't take it.
Took my socks. I'm getting ready.
Now, a bit of sad one
is
here.
watching.
Tinubu governors mourn as the emir of Gusau dies at 71. Details of that on page 20. May his soul rest in peace. Now to the leading story. Delay in local government autonomy injurious to workers' development, says the NLC. Says governor's action, contempt of Supreme Court judgment, accuses local government chairman of conspiracy. Confusion as states labor unions shift blame. Details of that can be found on page 4. Now, the picture story. President Bola Tinubu in the middle there with fellow 1999 through to 2007 class of governors at the presidential villa Abuja on Friday. That is just yesterday. Now, beside that, we have over 40 major projects ongoing in North. Presidency replies Konkoso. Now to Weekend's Trust. Why traditional rulers should be involved in policy formation, says Etunubi. And I know this is very important, conversation that is likely going to feature hugely in the ongoing constitutional amendment. Details of this can be found on page 17. Now, assessing APC ADC leaders, unknown chairman, popular chairman, unknown party. Well, find out details on page 4. Now, Third Republic governors, where are they now? And this one is talking about the likes of Maina Maaji Lawan, Joli Inyame, Rufus Adu George, Kabiru Ibrahim Gaya, Shaba Lafiagi, and a whole lot of them. Now, to Saturday Telegraph, we go just to the main headlines here. It says, obedience divided over Obi's association with coalition. And to the nation, presidency to Konkoso Tinubu not neglecting North. Details of this can be found on page 4. It has some riders there. EFCC warns against suspicious foreign airlines ticket promos. How traffickers use online loans, scholarships, others to entrap victims. Details says NAPTIP. Details of that can be found on page 2. Now to Saturday's Sun. Fake news editors to set up fact-check desks in newsroom. This is very important, especially as fake news seem to be flying around everywhere these days. A pension scheme untold story of police retirees revolt. We have become beggars after leaving service. what police pension scheme says. No official complaints yet from police pensioners. Says PENCOM. Road crashes, 13,340 persons killed in 30 months. Nigeria recovers 25,400 records. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Nigeria records 25,468 cases. FRSC, VIO should be disbanded over high fatalities, says stakeholders. I don't think I share this opinion because we cannot ignore the fact that a lot of individuals have a lot to say. When we talk about road crashes, we have our individual habits that are seriously not encouraging. Now to sports, and this one. Okay, we have myriads of headlines here. Hooray! Napoli Galatasaray signed Osimhen's contract.
Osimhen. Oh,
finally.
Osimhen.
So there's one wonderful guy that plays amazing football. His name is Victor Osimhen. I'm glad you've been introduced to him. I'm wondering, how long will it take? Come on.
All right, so Bayern returned for Diaz after 60 million bid rejected, but I know whatever we talk about sport, the eyes will only be on the Super Falcons today. I understand that their allowances, bonuses have been approved, to be paid. So this I believe should encourage them. And I'm ready to receive the trophy in Nigeria as well.
Sorry, but I'm going now. I just got my socks. I got my socks, my shoes. I thought we were going together.
I'll be in Nigeria to receive them.
At the airport.
Exactly.
We wish them all the best. The match is today at 8
Yes, I
p.m.
do. I do have
we wish them all
messages.
the best.
Yes, all the best to Nigeria. We are rooting for Nigeria. So your messages are coming in their numbers. One says, some people claim they love as Honey is singing, but they don't forgive. They should listen to Honey and forgive. There's somebody saying that. And the person said, NTA, you forever up your game. When I think last weekend was amazing, then the next weekend blows me away. I love NTA.
Interesting.
And I love you more. We love you. Okay. Thank you, NTA, for this amazing talent. I have a talent. I don't know where to start. Well, like they said to us today, just look for like minds. People who are doing what you're doing. Gravitate towards them. There is a phone in your hand. Find out how people are doing it, and trust me, you're not alone. You will make it. That talent will become...
There's also social media.
That's what I said,
yes. Advertise yourself.
Yes.
Take short videos,
yes.
and promote yourself. Like I'm promoting my football skills now.
Thelma, I know a lot of people are just out there to encourage, people like this, especially if you're engaging your platform to promote your act. I mean, your art. This is very important. Yes. People like Honey, Chief there,
Chief
they just need to see something. You get a repost, like, and all of that, and you never know where your referrals will lead you to.
So say, hi guys, there are talents in Nigeria, but copyright laws enforcement is weak. NTA, keep moving. I love you guys so much. Musa from Kano. Musa, we love you too. We love you.
Okay, we're told we can say goodbyes, our final goodbyes to Dr. Hosseini in Lagos. We had a very interesting chat with Dr. Shuaibu Hosseini there, and the ED, Sule. Are you seeing him? He's there.
He's there.
So thank you very much, Doc. We wish you all the best in your endeavors and in your upcoming events. Keep doing Nigeria proud. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Thank you
so much. Thank you. Okay, so Hotner. Oh, before then, Chief Ahmed, are you done with your painting? Let's see what you did. I beg, let's show Nigerians. This started like a plain paper. Let me use the word paper. Plain canvas, and today we have something, it's beautiful. He's
going to tell us what it is.
You're going to talk to us about what it is before Honey takes us away.
This is a landscape painting.
Wow.
Actually, I had to tone the colors down, almost monochrome, but with small touches of colors. It's calm. It's a village scene. It reminds me of my own village, Bicho village in Otukpo local government. And you can see, I titled the painting, There's Peace Here.
Wow.
Before all these issues of insecurity and so on, people go about, do their thing. We are farmers, we farm mainly, and that's our mainstay. So it's a village scene. People are coming, going, moving about with the round hut. There's a pot in front of the house with palm trees. We also have lots of palm trees from Benue. We get a lot from the palm fruit. So this painting, it's done with acrylic. It's an oil-based, a water-based solvent material, and it dries fast. So I started within an hour, and thank God I'm done.
Okay.
Just.
Thank you. And it's also speaking to all of us. Let's go back to the peaceful ways of our ancestors, where there was no fight, no division.
And just
no
look at his face.
contention.
There's this, expression of nostalgia.
Yeah.
This peace.
Yeah.
and
He
all
went
of that.
home.
Exactly. Looking at the. And I'm sure none of you is walking home with this painting. But Suleiman Babojia Usman. Yes.
Why are you clapping? Why are you clapping?
This is my number one.
So before we go to music, I made a mistake, and on this show we keep it real. We're not afraid to say we are sorry. The last message from Kano was from Sally Sutale. He said, "Please note, it is Sally Sutale from Kano, not Musa." Sally Su, we love you too. Thank you, honey. Take it away. Wait, madam, come and show her face. Mrs. Honey!
His mom is here?
Yes, she's here.
Wow.
The beautiful Mrs. Honey.
So, Chief was talking, and it brought a song to my mind. This one is called Arewa. Keeping us uneducated so you get cheap labor. Make it order of the day to be fighting your neighbor. Send our kids to war while your kids are far away. The pyramids are gone and the basket is empty. Your talk is cheap in the nation's assembly. Drugs and smoking come as easy as we breathe. Almajiri basana aba. Fadatana hana chikaba. Wayo Allah na. Kuchiku saurara. Arawana kuka. What are we gonna do? Arawana kuka. Oh, we tell ourselves the truth. Arawana kuka. When are we gonna learn? Arewana kuka. Arewana kuka. Elections are selections that depend on your connections. People going through the motions that resemble an election. The needs of the many are enslaved by the needs of the few. The currency is bad and the naira is falling. Yet talk is cheap in the nation's assembly. Like and smoking come as easy as we breathe. Almajiri basana aba. Fadatana hana chikaba. Wayo Allah na. Kojiku saurara. Arewana kuka. What are we gonna do? Arewana.